Okay, welcome back. So now we're going to be looking at what happens if we have three or more terms when it comes to expanding brackets. So it's the same idea, it's just we're applying or distributing our number out the front across all of the terms again. So in this one here we have 4 times everything in brackets. And this goes for as many terms as you have. It doesn't have to be 2 or 3, it can be as many as are in the bracket. So first 4 times x, and then 4 times 2y, and then 4 times 3. 4 times x is just 4x, and 4 times 2y is just 8y, and then 4 times 3 is 12. And that is our expanded form. This here is our factored form. And we will deal with that in another lesson. Alright, let's look at another one. So, it's also, if you want to pause this anytime just to practice as we go, that's totally acceptable, and I'll leave a little bit of a gap before I start. Alright, so we're going to expand -2 times a minus 3b plus c. Again, we're going to times the number out the front, being aware of its sign, into each one of the terms. So -2 times a, and then plus -2 times -3b. So -2 times -3b. And then our last one, which is plus -2 times c. Now the reason why I have all of my negatives in brackets is it makes it very easy for me to resolve the sign issues before I look to simplify and add like terms. So we'll do this one at a time. -2 times a is -2a, plus, now we'll just look at these two here, -2 times -3b. So a minus times a minus will be a positive. So we're fine leaving this plus sign here. And then we can just remove that. We can leave the plus sign there because we know it's going to be a positive number. So -2 times -3 is positive, so it's going to be the same as 2 times 3, which is just 6b. And then our last term, it's a negative times a positive, so we know it's going to be a minus. -2 times c is -2c. That's our answer. We'll get rid of our little mistake there. Alright, so that's our answer there. You do not have to do this step right here, but it does help, especially when you're getting used to the working. Alright, last couple ones here. We've got expand 2 times 3x plus 4y minus 5. Alright, same idea here. We're just distributing the 2 across all of these terms. So 2 times 3x plus 2 times 4y plus 2 times our minus 5. Now, really easy, 2 times 3x is just 6x, plus 2 times 4y, which is going to be 8y, and then this one here, we know it's a positive times a negative, so we know it's going to be negative. 2 times 5 is 10. Alright, next one we have is 6a minus 2b plus 3c. So 6 into the A becomes 6 times A, and then add on 6 times negative 2B, and then 6 times 3C. 6 times A is 6 groups of A, so 6A, plus, this is a positive times a negative, so it's going to be negative. 6 times 2 is 12, and then we add on the B, and then positive times a positive, 6 times 3C is going to be 18C. Alright, here's our last one. So in this one we have 4 terms. It is exactly the same idea. We're going to expand 5 times everything in brackets. Right, so let's get started. First, 5 times 2p. Then, plus 5 times minus 3q, plus 5 times 4r, plus 5 times negative 1. So we know the first one, 5 times 2p is 10p. 5 times negative 3q is going to be a minus, so minus 15q. Plus 5 times 4r is going to be 20r. And then 5 times negative 1 we know is minus 5. So just as easy to do as the ones with 2 or 3 or however many you want. Eventually though you will run out of space, so you need to be aware of that. Alright, that's it for this video. Hopefully it was helpful, and I will see you in the next one.